Hi, we hope that this quick video finds you well. And we know this can be a challenging time of year, but we wanted to get out the competitive event list to you. We've had folks getting exciting and asking about it. So we wanted to get it out there so you can look at it at your own convenience. So, really quickly, if you have not seen this before, it's the same format we used last year. We want to just walk through it. So, over on the left side, it is the event category, then the event name, then whether it is for an individual or team, and it will say how many teammates can um, participate, and then what format the test is happening. So, this first section under health science events, these are all proctored tests. So this year they are not going to be open book. It's going to be a proctor happening at your school. Students will go and they will take the test online. You can find all of the guidelines for this information on the National HOSA website. The next category is health profession events. So this is nursing assistant and personal care. Just check this asterisk at the bottom is saying who is eligible for competing in the personal care event. So these are include a written proctor test, and then someone is going to come to your center, and students will practice or compete with a live skill. So, nursing assisting last year, um, they were required to show proper hand washing and donning and doffing PPE. So, if you haven't checked out these guidelines on the HOSA website, I really recommend it. They're really detailed with the skills and the steps, and there is a point system. So, this is something that we use in my regular classroom just to practice our skills. So, it can be a great resource. We then have the emergency preparedness events. So you can see that some of these are with teams. This one is individual, and it is again an online test and then doing a live competition at your tech center. So, live competitions are going to happen the week of March 20th, and exact days and times will be announced. The mental health promotion is new this year. It can be a team of 2 to 6 people. It looks really exciting. So you students will start by doing a Be There certificate. So they will complete this. It's online, so it's 6 interactive lessons. They're less than 2 hours to finish the whole program. There's videos and real life scenarios. And so it's where students can learn more about mental health. Then, for this competition, students would work with a local TU mental health counselor. If none are available, they can work with you, their advisor. But there's many different steps. So they will identify what challenges folks their age are facing in regards to mental health, and then they will create an online. So, really interesting. It's just students would need a good amount of time to finish all the requirements. So, again, I think this would be an excellent resource for teachers, even if you don't have students that want to do this as a competition. This could probably be something you work into your curriculum if you cover mental health. So, I think I'm going to complete it over break just to learn more, but I'm pretty excited about this new event. So then there are some leadership events that these are individuals. So extemporaneous writing, I had 2 students compete last year. So they just come with the proctor and they're given a topic and they just sit there and they write. Health career photography is really fun. Again, it's one of those things where you have to read the guideline. There's a couple of different steps. So you just want to make sure students realize the time that they're going to need to complete the task, and then research, persuasive writing, and speaking. So, again, look at the guidelines and I'll tell you what you're going to be needing to upload to Tallo. These are some teamwork events. So we have the creative problem solving and health career display. So they will upload information to Tallo. So this, I believe, is some pictures of the display that they create, maybe even a write up. And then this one includes an 8-minute video presentation. These last three are recognition events. So it's really great. One's individual, the next two can be your whole chapter working together. So there's the Barbara James Service Award. So this is tracking community service hours. The HOSA Service Project, that's tracking hours towards Be the Match, and then HOSA happenings. So this is really neat. I think we might do this at our chapter. So you can do a multimedia chapter communication event. It's where chapters are telling their story using media and platform of their choice. So again, it's another resource, even if you don't want to compete in this area. It's something that you can use and add to your curriculum. I think this would be so great to have maybe some level 2 students do to talk about HOSA, maybe create some videos, and it would be awesome to help with recruiting and when level 1 students, getting them excited for being a part of HOSA. So here's just a little bit of information. So events that were up towards the top in bold, that means that they have a round 1 test and then a live component. So again, that happens the week of March 20th, and specific dates and times will be announced soon. We just want to bring everybody's attention that for each competitive event, so we got these events through talking to folks at FLC, the tech meeting, and then our survey. So if we don't have at least 3 competitors or 3 teams signed up by the close of registration on Friday, February 24th, it's going to be subject to cancellation. So just keep checking the website, the Vermont HOSA SLC page. We will keep that updated to see what competitive events are running. It is also important to note that competitors must score at least a 70% or better to place at the top 3 of any event. So I just want to make sure our students understand that. So even if only 3 students are competing, they would have to get at least a 70% or better in the competition to place. Everything, all the details that you really need to know are at this link, the HOSA guidelines, but we are also happy to chat with you and answer any questions. I know it can be really overwhelming when you are just starting out. So please let some of your veteran HOSA advisors help you out and walk you through the process. So here are some important dates from our regular important dates document. It is has been sent out through email and it is on our website. But I just want to bring your attention to a couple of dates. So the registration for SLC opens the first couple of days of January, but then it closes February 24th. So it is important to have everybody registered through the online system, and then payment will need to be postmarked 7 days after registration. So if you register everybody on the 24th, you need to have your payment by March 3rd, postmarked and on its way. And just different from previous years, your payment is going to go to the Randolph Technical Center. So it will be addressed to Robin Dunnigan and sent up there. They are helping us out with our payment collections, so we're really appreciative to them. So I believe that it is it, but please don't hesitate to reach out and let us answer questions and work with you. We are so excited